Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing the expansions for Gloom of Kilforth. I've wanted to check out the expansions for a while. Didn't really know it was in any of them, but they were all on sale recently on Miniature Market. So I went ahead and got them all. So we have the Pimp My Gloom, which I know has like different standees and larger location cards. I'm not sure what else. A few different things in there. We have the Gloom of Kilforth Encounters, which has all new encounter cards to add into the game to add more variety. And we have Dark Gloom. I'm going to be unboxing this one last. And the reason why is because when I ordered these, I just kind of said, well, they're all on sale. I'm just going to get them all, whatever. So I ordered them. And then I found out that this one basically has cards that replace cards in the main game. And their art is graphic or risque in some way, and I don't know to what degree. So if we get to the end of the video and I haven't actually shown you this, it's because I've decided those are not going to be probably okay with YouTube. I don't know what to what degree they mean, so it might be just fine or it might not be just fine, but I guess we're going to find out today. So let me go on to some of the other things. I'm going to start with the encounter cards. These should have some fantastic art on them. One thing that you can't fault Gloom of Kilforth for is you can't really say it has bad art because it's actually stunning. I love the art in this game. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I've shied away from the expansions because they seem like kind of a lot of money for what they are. I don't remember what the discount was, but the discount made them a lot more reasonable. But I just have always felt like it seemed like you know, kind of high price tag for like a deck of cards. I don't remember what the cost was. But, you know, I respect that with the art being as good as it is, you know, that's not cheap. So I understand. It's just a matter of, you know, whether or not I could justify the cost for myself. So it says, Gloom of Kilforth Encounters is the first official expansion to Gloom of Kilforth, a fantasy quest game. Encounters adds 85 more cards to your decks to enhance the variety and narratives of your adventures in the world of Kilforth. Simply shuffle or add the extra content into your game and you are ready to go. All right, let's take a peek here. What we got? Okay. All right, so these ones look like character standees. For maybe there's new character types in here. I'm not sure. We'll see. I thought it was just all stuff for the encounter deck, but I could be wrong. Let me. Oops, I'm getting plastic attached to me over here. Let me get into here. Let me see if I can do this without the X-Acto. Okay. So it's been a while since I played this game. I'm not sure if I'm going to remember exactly how all the different things work. But I do like it. So even the back of the cards, like this is the back of the cards that have allies, just really beautiful artwork. Spell cards, very nice. Mountain cards, plains, forest, and then you have your the mission isn't the right word. I'm trying to remember your campaign or your saga that you're trying to get through in the game. Like you have to go through the different chapters of each one and eventually get to the end, and then you can confront the big bad guy at the end of it. So that's more or less how it works. But let's look at the actual front of the cards. We'll see. So there's going to be monsters, of course. There's goblins. There's a duel, fires, rebellion, bottomless pit. That doesn't sound good. Mirage, mercenary, drunkard, sanctified altar, more goblin. Okay, so there's going to be some repeats. Doomguard, Samhain, excessive taxes. Nobody likes that. Fatality. Marriage proposal. Oh, wow. So in this game, it's kind of interesting because you run across monsters, and of course those you usually fight, but you can run across people and try to interact with them. But I think if you like fail enough times or something like that, they can actually become your enemy, or you could just make them your enemy by just straight up attacking them if that's what you want to do. Not very nice, but that is something that you could try to accomplish. So that's kind of neat, but there's all sorts of like cool stuff that goes on. It's a very, like, there's not a big story, an overall story to the game, but the story sort of happens as you play. Like, you're like, oh man, I ran into these farmers and I had to go do this, you know? So it's a really interesting game in that respect. It's not a campaign game, so you have a grid laid out in front of you of all these locations, and then after every round, you'll draw a card to see which one of them flips over to the Gloom side, and you could still walk on the Gloom side, but if you end your turn there, you take damage, so you don't want those to all get turned over, and then I believe if they all get turned over, you lose. That's a really cool picture. Acrobat. But you're trying to get to the point where you can get your saga done and then go deal with the big bad at the end. So, it's neat. I like that you have a big grand adventure in it, but it's not this incredibly long drawn out thing. I forget how long it took me to play, maybe a couple hours. I'm not sure. It's been a minute since I played, but as hopefully you can see that, I mean, the art it's phenomenal. All right, let me get into this stuff here. Okay. So, oh man, I'm just seeing what the back of these things are. So titles, you can earn titles as you go through the game, and items, of course, you're gonna have items, the Badlands, and more types for classes. Okay, so there are new classes in here. That's really cool. Well, okay, interesting, because this is like the back, but it has stuff on it. Oh, okay, I should have realized that. So this is gonna be a character class that you can be, I believe. And usually one side will have a male and one side's a female. I don't know that you can really tell with the wolves, but like the halflings, for instance, you have the male and female side. Epic Tale, Liberated Realm. Okay, and then let me go to the other side of these so we can look through and see the different stuff there. I'll get rid of the werewolf card. Okay. So yeah, Fireball, Gladiator. Okay, so our classes we have are Bard, Druid, Scout, and Soldier. And we have some enemies. We have Lich, Mummy. It's very undead theme here. Ghoul, Skeleton, Cult of Maskelaw, Flood, Outbreak, Rampaging Monsters. So there's like events that happen and that can affect the, I don't remember if it's a whole round. I think it might go until like another thing shows up, but I'm not certain if that's right. So I won't read off all the names because I don't know if that's very exciting. I tend to do that and I don't know how actually helpful that is, but really I just kind of wanted to show you the amazing art in this game with this one. So in the base game, it's, very, it's the same kind of art. So really good. Orc Friend. Cool. Cast a Unicorn Rider. That's a cool picture. Horse Rider. That doesn't seem that impressive after Unicorn Rider, but it is still a cool picture. Okay, so that's everything in the Encounters expansion. Let me move that to the side. All right, now I'm curious about Pimp My Gloom. By the way, I hate that they called it Pimp My Gloom. I'm sorry. Like, I know because it's Pimp My Ride and you make it all fancy, and that's basically what this does, is it kind of makes your base game fancier, but, and it's this cool dark fantasy thing, and then they bring this, very modern kind of slangy thing into it. I just think it's not that cool, but whatever. It's minor, honestly, but it's just what it is. Okay. So Pimp My Gloom is a set of pimped out components for Gloom of Kilforth, a fantasy quest game, which includes 4 reference guides, 1 bigger velvet bag, 12 more dice, 6 white and 6 black, 4 ancient standees plus 4 plastic stands, 20 race art standees, 10 of each gender plus 20 plastic stands, 25 larger location cards, tarot sized. So that'd be cool. So let me get this open. If I remember the standees in the original game, I'm trying to remember if you're saying it was just based on your class or based on your race. I think it was based on your class. So I was like, it didn't necessarily look like how you picture your character. At least in my opinion. I forget, I was like a when I played, I like stuck with the same characters. I really liked it. It was like my race was a vampire, and I can't remember what class I kept going with, but it was very cool. I really liked being the vampire. I think she could kind of heal herself, which was pretty neat. Okay. So I'm getting the 2 kind of sequels to this, the Shadows of Kilforth and Call of Kilforth, which I got through crowdfunding. So those will be coming my way. So I guess if I really like these expansions, I will get the similar ones for those if they're available. All right, so here's the dice. They're kind of cool. A neat marbly effect. There's the standees. That's not that exciting, but there it is. Okay, we've got some baggies. This is the big velvet bag they're talking about. I think this is what, if I remember right, it's where you pull the treasures out of. So this is very big, actually. But that's cool. Okay, we have our, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Okay, that's the first time I've zoomed it the right direction. Or we have our reference guide. It says your setup, game flow. I'm trying to see what else it has. Okay, so this is pretty nice. Actually, I can't remember if the first one had any kind of reference guide or not. I'm not sure it did. But yeah, these seem really cool. I like that. Okay. Then, all right, we've got the standees here. Some of these are pictures that you saw from the previous expansion I just opened up. So that's cool. They're the same on both sides. And yeah, okay, so like this is what my the vampire picture would look like. And I thought that was a really cool character, but then I think it was because the class I took, the standee didn't look like that. So not a big deal, but it's nicer if you can kind of pick one that it looks like how you think it's supposed to look, I think. Okay, so let's take a look at these location cards. Now these are going to be images that I've seen because I've played Gloom of Kilforth, but they're much bigger, which is nice. And I'll give you a chance to see them if you didn't watch my Gloom of Kilforth unboxing, which you could still go back and do. That is still out there for you to check out because there's more of this fantastic art. So if you want to see more of that, you can and see what comes in the base game. But I really like the game a lot. I haven't played it multiplayer yet. I've only played it solo, but I did enjoy that experience quite a lot. So I'm hoping I can actually play it multiplayer at some point. Okay, so we have Spire Tour, and then on the back, it's the Gloom side. It's a pretty much the same picture, but it kind of reminds you that you take 1 damage. So I'm not going to flip it over for all of them because it's not that exciting. But the Misty Fens, Grand Plains, Spine Ridge Pass, Lush Jungle, Endless Brackens, Shrouded Glade, Lost Forest, Dead Swamp, Wretched Bog, Rolling Hills, Lonely Gorge. But okay, I'm sorry, I know I keep harping on this, but isn't the art fantastic though? I really love it. Dark Mire, Windy Valley, Rising Bluffs, Lava Canyon, Blessed Grove, Verdant Fields, Open Heath, Hidden Woods, Barrowmore, Sprawl City, Oldwood, Green Meadows, and the Barren Wastes. So those are all the cool locations. Those are nice bigger cards that come in this game, so that's pretty neat. Okay, now we get to this one. Dark Gloom. So this is the one that you will not hear any of these things I'm saying if I went through and decided that I can't really be showing this on YouTube. I have no idea to what degree this is in, more extreme or whatever art. So we're going to find out. I don't remember how much this expansion costs, but it was a lot for 12 cards. I mean, it's not, absurd. And at the sale price, it wasn't too bad, but 12 cards. Let's see what it says. Dark Gloom is a set of 12 duplicate cards that are already in Gloom of Kilforth, a Fantasy Quest game, but with original artwork that was either a bit too terrifying or a bit too racy for the base game. To add Dark Gloom to your game, either replace your existing cards with these new alternate versions, or just shuffle them into your games along with their existing counterparts. So if you want to double up on what these cards are, I guess you could do that. I think that'd be kind of odd, but you could. Oh, man, okay. Let's get in here. Let's see what we got. All right. I'm going to cut this open. There's a little hole here started, so I'm going to try to do that. Hopefully without scratching up the cards. Okay. All right. So here we go. This is obviously one of the racier ones. Wild Claw. Abyss of Penance. See, I don't know if this one actually looks that much creepier than any of the ones in the base game to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Flight Drought, however you say that. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, actually. Smuggler. Wild Mage. Haven. Trader. Curative Font. Nymph. Okay, that one's maybe pushing it. Another Nymph. Demonic Rite. And Tribal Tide. These actually, it's a lot more tame than I expected. I did not know to what degree they were talking about when they said that they were kind of racy or whatever. So that's not too bad. You know, I could see why someone might not want those, but they're not anything close to as bad as I thought they might be. So that's kind of nice. I wouldn't feel too bad about putting those in the collection, although I think I just let people choose what they would rather see and go with that. So that's it. That is my unboxing of the expansions, Pimp My Gloom, Encounters, and Dark Gloom. If you haven't checked out that original Gloom of Kilforth unboxing, definitely go check it out. It's just a gorgeous game. I really want to review this somewhere down the road, hopefully not too far away from now, because it's one I've been meaning to return to, and I just haven't had the chance. So I'd really like to get into this, try it multiplayer, and then we can report back to all of you and tell you what we thought. But I can tell you solo, I did enjoy it a lot. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.